welcome to this week's vlog. If you're new here, I'm Amber. I make videos about kind of crunchy motherhood, lifestyle, and also about trying to conceive baby number 2. If you like that sort of content, I would love it if you subscribe. Just hit that little button down there. It's been a while since I've vlogged. I think it's been like a month, so I'm feeling kind of rusty. Don't mind my disheveled look. Last week was like a week. I had strep throat, and so I'm just coming out of all of that and just trying to get back into the swing of things this week. So that is why this is what we look like today. But I thought I would pick up the camera and take you through this week with me. A few things though that are on the docket this week, just to give you like a little bit of a preview, is that I want to finally start my compost bin. And I say finally, like it's been so long. I talked about this kind of recently in my 2026 goals and intentions video. I have everything I need to start composting. So I have been collecting kitchen scraps in our freezer just to make sure that like I have enough to get started. So that's something I want to do this week. I also need to put away some of Kai's clothes. Every, I don't know, like 3 to 6 months, I end up needing to do this. Like I just start putting aside things that aren't really fitting or aren't really working for him anymore. And eventually it just like builds and builds until there's like no more room in his room anymore. So I need to do that. And I am also going to get a full thyroid panel done this week, hopefully, to see if maybe that is contributing to our so far inability to get pregnant. I don't know if it is. I actually just called my doctor yesterday, my OB, and was like, you know, while I'm on letrozole, while we're kind of trying to, I don't even know what the word is, but while we're trying to get me pregnant by like other means, I would like to on the side be trying to figure out what could possibly be going wrong like on a deeper level. So that is something I need to get done too. But anyway, Kai just woke up from his nap, so I am going to go get him and probably take him outside for a little bit, because since it's been snowing, we haven't really been going outside, which it's not good for him, it's not good for me. We just need some sun. Difficult mood is not here to stay. Everyone's moods will change day to day. Wait, no. Hold on, wait. Come on. Put your cheese on. And put your butter on your plate. Yesterday was actually not too bad in the snow. Kai is set, like he's got pretty good snow gear, and when we came back in and I was taking off like his shoes, his feet were warm, his hands were warm, like he felt warm. The main setback for going out in the snow is that Alex and I don't really have appropriate clothes for that kind of weather, and it's because we've only lived here for 2 years. We were in an apartment for 1 year, and so it just wasn't a big priority. Plus, good quality snow gear for adults, it's expensive. I was telling him yesterday, I think we probably should prioritize getting both of us a good pair of snowshoes, because I actually felt fine yesterday aside from my feet. My feet were freezing. But anyway, today I am struggling. I feel so tired, and Alex said the same thing, so I don't know if we were both just like tossing and turning all night, and I'm getting kind of scared because I woke up with a little bit of a scratchy throat, and at first I thought like maybe I was like grinding my teeth last night, or maybe like I had my mouth open for a little bit, but it isn't going away. and I have a little bit of a headache, which is what I had when I was like in the thick of strep throat last week. So I'm a little bit nervous. I got antibiotics and I didn't take the full round. Like, cause once I started feeling better, I was like, okay, I'm fine. And now I'm getting nervous that that was a mistake. The good thing is though that I made soup last night. So I'm gonna have some soup, see if that helps. Knitting came to a stop, which is okay because it's almost time for Kai to get up like in the next 5-10 minutes. If he doesn't wake up, I'm gonna have to go wake him up. I started this at the beginning of January. It's now the end of January and this is all I've got, but it's because I have had to restart this thing. I couldn't even tell you how many times. Like I would either have to restart it immediately or I'd get going. I'd get maybe, I don't know, like somewhere like this far, maybe a little further, and then I would notice a mistake or two that I made. And there were a couple mistakes that I made that initially I was like, I think I can ignore it and it's fine. Like I'll just keep going. It's a scarf, it's flowy. But then as I kept going, it just would stick out like a sore thumb to me. And I was like, I think that's gonna actually drive me kind of crazy. So then I'd start over. And yeah, I think I'm good now. Like I feel like I've got the hang of at least this stitch. I think this is called a garter stitch. I feel like it's becoming more enjoyable. Like it's not me just like shaking every single time that I'm doing it. And I feel like I can get rows done more quickly because there was like the first couple weeks where I felt like I had to like force myself to knit. Like I wanted to do it because I wanted to learn, but it just felt so foreign and I was afraid of messing up and needing to start over that it just wasn't feeling super relaxing and enjoyable. But I'm getting to the point now where I'm like, okay, this is nice. So yeah, this is where we're at. I'm pretty certain I'm going to need to take a class though at some point because this is like as basic as it gets. Like I don't know how people on their own learn more complex techniques. I don't know. Anyway, okay, I'm actually hearing Kai right now. So I'm gonna give him his snack, and then normally today is one of the days that I try to clean either a room or deep clean something, but we are going to probably skip that and instead we're going to put away the clothes that are in his dresser that don't fit him anymore. Alex's shirts are a mess in his closet right now, so when it's like that, I just throw them up there. Like I don't even fold them. And it's only because I used to fold his clothes really nice, and then sometimes they'd stay folded, and then a lot of times, like a week later, it'd be a big jumbled mess like it is now, and I'd get frustrated because I felt like I'm taking the time to fold this and make it look nice, and you mess it up. Like, you don't keep it nice. So instead now, if it's folded in his closet, then I'll fold his clothes and put them away. And if not, like I said, I just throw them up there. And it's not a mean thing. It's not like a jab. It basically is just that I decided that it's not worth my time and energy. Like, if he doesn't care, then I don't need to waste my time and energy caring. And like I said, it's not like a mean thing, like, oh, well, I'm just gonna throw it up there. It's just like, okay, it's fine. Like, I can't see it. It's in his closet. If it was like a shared closet, that would be different. Then that would bother me. But it's in his closet. It's not bothering me. So it's just like, yeah, like, then there's no point in me taking time to make it look nice and then spending energy like being mad that it's not staying nice. So that is our current agreement with the clothes. So I have a little dilemma. These are all of Kai's clothes that I need to put away that don't fit him anymore. This is the container that we keep all of his clothes in that don't fit him anymore. Like, I'm talking from newborn up until now. And in it, we have a bunch of these vacuum seal storage bags. Some of them are kind of old, so some of them are vacuum sealed really good, and then some of them have lost some air, but I mean, they still hold the clothes together. And these are mostly stored by age range, you know, so like his newborn stuff is in one bag. He's got like sleep sacks in one bag, things like that. Right now, I only have jumbo size bags, and most of these are full to the max. So I don't think I can add any more to the ones that we already have. And the jumbo size bag is huge. Like, it's not going to fit in this. So for a second there, I was like, okay, I'll just order more medium and large bags and be done with it. But then I was thinking about it, and like, this is already pretty full. If I got more bags, I would definitely consolidate some of these, but I just kind of paused and was like, would it actually be better to just take all of this out of these bags and just fold them up and just have them in here? Like, would I be able to store more in here than with this bag system? So I'm probably just gonna, honestly right now, just dump these clothes in here loose while I think about this. But I would love to know, if you have a young child or if you have multiple kids, what did you do for storing clothes? Because obviously, like, if we knew he was the only child we wanted, I would just donate these or give them to a friend or something like that. But we want to keep them because we want more kids. And because kids grow so fast, this is like a constant problem. But I don't want to take all of these out and fold them in here only to realize, like, oh no, that's not gonna work. I went yesterday mid-morning to go get my blood drawn, pulled up to the hospital, walked in, and they were like, oh, our system's down, and it could be 45 minutes to an hour just before the system is back up and running. So right then and there, I was like, no, I'll just do it another day. And I think I'm gonna get it done this upcoming Tuesday because Alex told me that he could go into work a little bit later, so I could go get that done. Right now though, we are finally going to start that compost bin. It's sunny out, the weather's nice, most of the snow is melted. So Alex is going to put that together. I've been saving food scraps in the freezer, and I think that's the way that I'm going to continue to do it, so that I don't have to take things out every single day. It could just be like a once, maybe twice a week thing, which I actually think works maybe better for the type of composting that we're gonna do. We also have 4 bags of leaves from fall time saved up in our backyard to add every time we add like food scraps as well. So I am just so excited just seeing how much in a week that we've already saved from going in the trash, even though we haven't like officially started yet. is just really exciting to me. And it's even more exciting that it's something that we can use in our own garden to grow our own food. So it's just like a constant cycle, but like in a good way. I think he does. All right, I just went out and checked my compost pile. It's only been a day, so it's not like I expected anything to be that different, but it did look like it settled down a little bit, which I think is a good sign. I mean, again, it's been one day, but things are supposed to shrink down. Like that's a sign that it's happening. I did give it a little bit water, and I suspect I'm gonna have to do so every maybe like 2 or 3 days, or maybe even every day for right now, just to like get things going until I add more green waste back in. And I'm happy to report that it did not smell, which it's not supposed to, but of course, like that's, as a beginner, one of the biggest fears that I have or have had is like just having this big stinking pile of rotting stuff in my backyard. But everything I've read says that it should smell more earthy than anything else, and like maybe a slight odor, but if you are smelling like ammonia or rotten eggs or something, that's a sign that something is wrong. So, I mean, if you like really stick your head in there and you're like sniffing around, then you can maybe smell a very faint odor, but just being around it, there's no smell. So I'm really happy about that. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end this vlog here. I know I kind of left you hanging with the thyroid panel, but I was already planning on filming a cycle update this upcoming week, just talking about my experience on letrozole so far, where we are at in the trying to conceive process, what our next steps are. So I will go ahead and talk about that in that video, which will probably come out a week or 2 after this. So make sure if you're interested in that, you stay tuned for that video. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a beautiful day, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.